Good morning, David Mary. Welcome to today's market color session, being the 5th of March 2025. So good to have you around for this market color session. So for this segment of London market color session, I will be analyzing the XY, GBP USD, and Euro USD. Right after me, CJ will be coming up to analyze gold and yen basket. And as our culture is here, I'll crave your indulgence to kindly share the link to this market conversation with everyone on your various social media platforms so that this can get to as many people as possible and a lot of people can also get to participate in our ongoing here. Right, so without taking much of our time, I will just head straight to the analysis. And for people who are not here yet, you can actually catch up with the analysis on our YouTube channel. So starting with the XY, right? For the XY on monthly time frame, as seen right here, you can see the price is still maintaining its bullishness. But at the beginning of the month of March, you can see that March started actually with a bearish candle to the downside. And on the weekly time frame, what we've been looking out for a while now, right? The classic entry signature, and what we use in analysis here is the box pattern, shoulder, sweep, break, price actually returned into this zone, and subsequently we actually saw a tap into this very other block on the weekly time frame, and after that we're seeing that price is pushing to the downside. And on the daily time frame for the XY, right, if you've been joining, you will ascertain that I actually said that I will be taking a long-term sell on the XY when I see a break of this very low on the daily time frame, and we have seen that happen. We're seeing price trading below this very low right here, right? And on the 4-hour time frame, I've actually been bearish on the XY for a while now, right? And you can see that the market is aligning with our analysis that we've been having for a period of time. Right, on the 4-hour time frame, this is my outlook for today. Right, seeing that price is bearish and there's no break of structure to change our bias and our outlook from a sell to a buy. We're just going to be looking out for sell entries on the XY, and on the 4-hour time frame I can see the classic box pattern too, the shoulder right here and the sweep. So we have seen the break also. So what we're looking out for right now is for price to trade back into this very left shoulder residing at 106.776. And once I see price trade into this very level on 4-hour time frame, I am more than willing to take the sell on the XY. So for today, I am bearish and I'm looking for sell opportunities on the XY down to GBP USD on monthly time frame. I think right here we can see that price is still, maintaining its stance on a bearish move. We're seeing a downtrend on monthly time frame and on the weekly time frame too, supporting what we have seen on the daily time, on the monthly time frame rather. We can see that price is also bearish here. On the weekly time frame, we've seen price taking out this diagonal liquidity, and we are seeing more breaks to the downside. So what we want to see right now is for price to trade into this very left shoulder, because the classic box pattern has printed out the shoulder right here, sweep, break. So what we want to see right now is price returning into 1.32634, and of course we won't just be folding our arms for price to retrace into this level. We're going to be looking for buy opportunities all the way into that level. And on the daily time frame, as seen right here, on daily time frame, I can also spot the box pattern strategy, the shoulder right here, left shoulder, the sweep, the break. Then what we want to see is price retrace into the shoulder at once for 326 3, 4, and of course, a while back, weeks ago, we said we will be interested in taking the buy on GPP USD into this very left shoulder when we see a break of the high at 4125,820, and we can see that that has taken place. We're seeing the break of the high, right? The break of this high, establishing the fact that we want to buy all the way to 1 spot 326 34, and of course I have seen the box pattern printing out for a buy actually right here on the daily time frame. We have a shoulder right here, sweep, break. You want to see price retracing at least into 1 spot 23488 before buying all the way into 1 spot 326 344. That may not happen, and that may happen. Then we will be, riding the buy all the way to this very level on daily time frame. And on the 4 hour time frame, I'm looking out for buy opportunities for the 4 hour time frame. And of course, I want to see some retracement into the discount level before taking the buy on GPP USD. And right here, I can see the classic box pattern, right? Shoulder right here, sweep, break, and then I want to see price returning into this left shoulder at 1 spot 26322 on the 4 hour time frame. Once price retraces into this left shoulder, I'm more than willing to take the buy on GPP USD. And something to take note of, right? Where this left shoulder is, I can actually see an IOFED, a fair value gap to the right and to the left. There's a fair value gap right here and a fair value gap here too. So price should retrace into this level, and we will be taking the buy on GPP USD. Please kindly take note of the various price points and levels that we are looking out for to take our buys from for GBP USD. So for the XY, I'm bearish, and for GU, I am bullish, and we have seen the various points of interest at which we're interested in taking the buy of GBP USD. And last on my list, being Euro USD in the monthly time frame right here. On the monthly time frame, seen right here, you can see moves to the downside, right? Price is breaking even lower. And on the weekly time frame, right, confluencing with what we've seen on the monthly time frame, you can actually see that on the weekly time frame, we are also bearish, aligning with our buyers and our outlook from the monthly time frame, right? And on the weekly time frame, I can also see the classic box pattern, shoulder right here, sweep, break. We want to see price returning into the shoulder at 1 spot 08858 on weekly time frame, and on daily time frame too, right? I can see that the left shoulder actually coincides with another block on daily time frame. So we may see some reaction once price straight into this other block. This other block at 1 spot 09142. But something to take note of, I can also see that there's the classic box pattern here. The shoulder right here, sweep, break, return into the shoulder. If price doesn't react and sell off this daily order block, then we rest assured that price wants to trade into the daily left shoulder residing at 1 spot 11455, right? So, and of course, we said that we were interested in, riding the buy all the way once we see a break of this very high right here. And we can see that there was some sort of build of liquidity here, and price has actually grabbed this liquidity and traded above, taking out this very high at 1 spot 05267. So we may see some retracement before the buy goes all the way, and we may see price reacting off this other block, and subsequently we may see price trade into this very left shoulder before, selling off, right? And on the 4 hour time frame, what I'm looking out for is actually a buy. And, we've already seen a break to the upside on the daily time frame. So what I'm looking out for is for price to, you know, trade into this very left shoulder here, this very left shoulder. There's shoulder right here, sweep, break. And once I see price retracing into this very shoulder at 1.04607, I will be willing to take the buy on Euro USD. And kindly take note that there's an IOFED here, fair value gap to the right and to the left, an IOFED, and then the left shoulder right here. So once we see price retracing into this level at 1.04607, I'm just trying to reiterate the price point and the levels that we are interested in taking the buy of Euro USD from. I will be willing to pull the trigger. So please kindly take note of these various price points, and you can even place your buy orders. You can place your buy orders already. Pending order, actually. Pending order, that's what I meant. Pending order, that when price gets to 1.04607, it should trigger, and you should make some profit off the buy of Euro USD. And what we're expecting, news releases today. All right, so by 3 p.m. PMI should be released, and we're expecting it to come out lower than it did previously. So we should see more tank in the dollar, right? So that will be the end. And at this point in time, we'll be taking questions, or if you're seeing a different bias from what has been analyzed, if you're seeing a different thing from what has been analyzed in the market, please feel free to, voice out, ask your questions, state what you're seeing in the market. And while you're doing that, I just want to announce that registration for the ATM cash flow training is currently opened. Very limited slots available, and ATM cash flow training is actually a premium training for synthetics, right? You know that the derivative market is open 247, and once the forex market closes on Friday, you can still keep making money from derivative market, and we're going to be showing you how we do it at the floor. So chat us up on 081 6099 5030, and we will be taking you through the nitty-gritties of how we do it here. See you all by 2 p.m. DJ will be coming up after this very brief break. I wish you a good trading day. Cheers, and God bless.
Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to the market color once again for today, the 5th of March 2025. We're going to be looking at the following currencies during the period of this market colors. First off, we're going to be looking at gold against the dollar, and then we'll be looking at the yen basket, we're also looking at GBP JPY and Euro JPY on today's session. So starting off with gold against the dollar. Now, if you look at gold on the daily time frame, you see that gold is looking like it's going to start making some retracement. Now, our objective earlier on of seeing gold around 3,000 price point wasn't met last week. So we might not be seeing it trade into that region this week. Instead, what we are anticipating that might happen is that this place will become the inducement for price to chip when it's trading to this new price point of 3,000 level. So for now, we're seeing that gold has broken structure to the downside, but then on the daily time frame, looking at the long-term swing on the daily time frame, it's looking like price may just be resuming another round of buys for gold, especially with what is going on the dollar side of things. We've seen that the dollar has been dumping from the first session of the analysis today, and currently we're expecting to see what's going to become of gold. Now, gold is looking like it has gotten strength, same like other foreign currencies, GBP USD and Euro USD, but right now, we might see gold trade all the way to this level here before it starts selling again. So this 3,000 price point may be looking nearer than we thought it's going to be. So now for today's analysis on gold, looking at the daily time frame, seeing that gold has swept all this liquidity that are residing around this level. Right now, with what's going on the dollar, I would have to remain bullish on gold because I don't want to be the contrarian in this aspect because the dollar is selling heavily, and I would not want to be the one taking the opposite direction on gold. So for the daily time frame, gold is still maintaining its bullish bias, as you can see. The bullish trend is all the way to the upside. But on the 4-hour time frame, it's doing quite the opposite because we've seen it break structure here. We've also seen it break structure here. So one thing that I'm looking forward to see on gold today is how that is going to continue buying and trade all the way above. You can see that liquidity has been created all the way. Yeah, right here. You can see that liquidity has been has been created right here. So one of the things that we might be seeing on gold anytime soon is to see price trade and take out these highs and then trade into our point of interest, which is around 1,000 price points. So that is one of the things I'm expecting to play out on gold today. So looking at the 1 hour time frame, you can see that it has been forming the buy trend since it broke this structure right here. We've been on a buy trend on gold, and it has been mitigating itself, even though not as much as we would have wanted. Like in this case, it didn't return all the way here, and in this other case here, it didn't return all the way here. But then we can be keeping an eye on gold to see what's going to start out today's session. But I'm optimistic that it's going to be a buy. So we'll be looking to buy gold all the way to 2,950 to take out that liquidity there, and then looking to buy it all the way to 3,000 price point. So that is my expectation on gold. For today, I would want to see gold retrace somewhere here, and then I'll be taking a buy from there. So from here, I want to see gold take a trade into this level, and then I'll be looking forward to a buy because of this other block right here, the bullish order block might attract gold back to this level and then send it back up. So for gold today, I'm looking to take a buy from where I just highlighted. All right, so that is what I'm looking out for on gold. I would have wanted to show you the path so you see, yeah, like this, and then trade above. So let's switch to the 1 hour time frame so you see where I'm targeting. So I'm targeting all these highs above here. So I'll keep buying gold once it trades into this place. Now, the reason for my analysis on gold mostly is based on what is going on the dollar. We've had another analysis on the dollar, and we've seen that the dollar is seriously tanking. So we would not want to see, we would not want to be the ones on the opposite direction of what the dollar is doing. The dollar is giving us clear insight. So I would want to follow that insight of the dollar and trade other foreign currencies, gold inclusive, to that direction. So for that reason, when we see the dollar tanking, you should be buying gold in that regard. So we're looking out for buys on gold. Once gold trades into this level, we should expect another round of buy. So you can take your buys from there and trade it all the way. Let me show you the price range. So this is about from here to all the way here. Okay, this is about 160 pips on gold. So you can quickly grab this guy, and then when price has taken out that high, we should expect another retracement to continue buying. So for me this morning on gold, I'm expecting to buy, and this is where I want to buy from, the other block that I just highlighted right here. Okay, so that's that for gold. Now for the yen basket, on the daily time frame of the yen basket, we notice that the yen basket has given us a very brief retracement, retracing into this former mitigation, this old mitigation block right here. But right now, I'm expecting the yen basket to resume its buys as we're targeting some of these places as liquidities. First off is this guy here. Okay, this is the first liquidity point that I'm expecting on the yen basket. So we still have a long way to go. So we should not just be rushing the buys. We should be patient with it, expect retracements, and then continuation. So for the yen basket, I'm expecting it to continue buying from where it currently is. Now, if you look at the 4-hour time frame, it shows us that clearly where we have this place here as a bullish order block right here. Okay, so right here being a bullish order block, we're expecting the yen basket to resume its buy from this level here. The bullish order block is on the 4-hour time frame, so it's a good higher time frame for us to reference in our analysis. So I'm expecting yen basket to resume its buy from here. So with respect to that, we'd have to look at GBP USD, GBP JPY, and Euro JPY so that we know what we're expecting from those guys. Now on GBP JPY, you can see that we still have a long way to go. This is our point of interest. We want to see how price is going to treat this level here. We want to see price possibly take it out, right? And then on Euro JPY, we also want to see price take out this place completely. Now, what happened there was a stop hunt earlier on. So we saw a stop hunt on Euro USD because price didn't quite close below it. So it's not strong enough to signify that the whole liquidity has been taken out. So as this has happened on Euro USD, I expect that to happen also on GBP USD. So this is giving me more confidence in taking a GBP JPY sell rather than a Euro JPY sell because Euro JPY has achieved the objective we're looking out for, but GBP JPY hasn't. So I'll be looking forward to take it because there's more space to grab liquidity on GBP JPY than on Euro JPY. I mean, we're looking at about 750 pips in one direction. So if that plays out, that should be a very fantastic trade for us all who would be jumping on that trade. So let me show you something quickly. Okay, so if we're taking a trade from here, we should be targeting somewhere around here. So that's going to be a very, very good swing trade if it when it finally plays out because I am very optimistic that it's going to play out. So we can quickly look at GBP JPY on the lower time frame. Let's start from the 4-hour time frame. Now, on the 4-hour time frame of GBP JPY, we can see that it has grabbed some liquidity, but still it didn't close very well above here. So I'm expecting GBP JPY sell from where price currently is. Okay, so on 1-hour time frame and on the 15 minutes time frame, all we would want to wait for because we've seen that price has already traded all the way above and given a minor bullish trend on the lower time frame. What I want to wait for is a structural shift. I want to see a structural shift on GBP JPY for 15 minutes time frame before I take my position. Okay, one of the places I would want to see it break with regards to that structural shift is here, and then I'm expecting a sweep, possible sweep of this liquidity because if you remember sometime for those who attended the last FX bootcamp, we told you that when you see a consolidation like this, sometimes you might see a manipulation and then an expansion. So the manipulation and expansion may take place right here before we see GBP JPY sell off. So we might see something like this, the sweep here, and then the expansion. So there's been consolidation. We would see a manipulation that will sweep out all this liquidity and then an expansion to the downside. So this is what I'm expecting to play out on GBP JPY. So either a move like this to the downside and then to the downside, or a move from here to break this structure and then continue trading to the downside. Either of these two, I'll just wait. Anyone that first happens, I'll use that as my entry signature for GBP JPY and then trade it to the downside. So for GBP JPY, I'm expecting a sell today, and I've shown you how and where I'll be entering this trade from. Okay, so I just feel an urge to mark this out. Okay, all right, now that we've marked it out. All right, so either I see GBP sweep here, I'll sell it. If it doesn't sweep there, if I see break of structure and minor structure shift showing the sell trend, I'll take a sell from here all the way to the downside. So I hope you're able to take advantage of that. So replicate this chart or this markup on your own chart so that when GBP is playing out, you're going to make the money together. All right, so that is that for GBP. Now for Euro JPY, now let's observe something. You see what I was expecting to play out on GBP You can see that it has played out exactly like that on Euro JPY, where I told you that we would see a push to the upside to sweep all the liquidity that is residing above. Do you see how Euro JPY has gone to sweep all the liquidity residing above? Now on Euro JPY, it's looking very clear and very juicy for a good sell. So what we'll just be expecting on Euro JPY right now is the next push to the downside. Once you see a minor structure shift on Euro JPY to the downside, then we'll be selling. When we say minor structure shift, we want to see price break this low here. So this is looking more like a higher low. Once the price break this low, form a lower low. So to form something like this, once the price form something like this, break this low, and then return back here. Around this area here, when price returns back to this level, this place I have marked, we're going to be selling Euro JPY to the downside. Okay, so it has done the consolidation, it has done the manipulation. All we're waiting for right now is the expansion. So once that plays out, we would wait for it to give us a brief retest into this level, and then we'll sell Euro JPY to the downside. So this is what I'm expecting to play out on Euro JPY, and I'm very confident about this pattern playing out to our direction. All right, so either of these two, either GBP does its own, we'll sell it to the downside. If Euro JPY completes its own steps, we'll also join it to the downside. So for Euro JPY, I'm looking to sell it based on the analysis I've given you. So this is like a live trade call. Set your parameters and replicate this markup on a charting platform. So when it's playing out, you can also take advantage of it. All right. And then for GBP I'm expecting a sell as well, and we want to see the manipulation after the consolidation and then an expansion. So this is the consolidation, waiting for the manipulation and the expansion. When it returns into this level here, I will be selling GBP. So this is something like this. So this is what I'm expecting to play out on GBP. Okay. All right, so this level here, this is where we're going to take our entry on GBP and on Euro JPY. And then for gold, we're expecting to see gold trade into our order block right here, and then we'll take our buys to the upside. We're targeting 2,950 as our last take profit. First take profit is going to be 2,927. The last one is going to be 2,950. Before we look for another entry to take price all the way to 3,000 price point. Okay, so I hope this analysis was concise, and I hope everyone is able to take advantage of it as it's playing out. All right, if you have any question, feel free to send your questions on the comment section or on the chat box so that we can attend to it. And if you want to learn to trade the market just like we do here on the market color, and you want to learn how to replicate this analysis methods and this strategy on your various other preferred pairs. Maybe you want to learn to use it on BTC against USD or any other pair that has not been analyzed, then you should do well to sign up for the FX Bootcamp. Send us a DM or just send a comment or leave a chat with us, and then we're going to walk you through how to get registered for that and teach you the best trading methodology you can ever find anywhere. All right, until we meet again by 2 p.m. 2 p.m. GMT +1 for a recap, where we'll be looking at all the analysis that was made and how they've played out, and then what we're expecting to happen in the New York session. I wish you good luck and I wish you good trading. Cheers and God bless.